Hello Sagittarius, how are you? I welcome you to your community, Purple Feather Tarot. I truly hope that you are doing very well at this moment. I also hope that in this tarot reading you find those signs from the universe that you are looking for right now. Let's go straight into your reading, so let's connect with your tarot deck and, as always, look at your energies, the energies of the universe as well, and also reveal those blessings that are coming into your life. So, connecting with your energies, let's begin. Sagittarius, this part of your tarot reading is bringing some very powerful and promising messages. The cards you have today are the Ace of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and also the High Priestess. This is a significant combination of energies, and it speaks directly to your current state and what's coming toward you very soon. Your reading is telling you that in the near future, you are going to start receiving a series of truly positive and uplifting news. These are not small signs or subtle shifts, these are real, tangible developments. I see messages coming in regarding your finances, love life, and especially your connection with a special person. If you have someone in your heart right now, expect important updates or communication regarding that relationship. If you're feeling stuck at the moment, Sagittarius, or if it seems like things are moving too slowly, like you're waiting and waiting but nothing's changing, take a deep breath and relax. Because what's coming next for you are changes, movement, breakthroughs, and clear messages. The answers you've been waiting for are on their way, and they're going to allow you to move forward with new clarity and energy. In fact, I feel that even if you don't consciously notice it yet, your intuition is already picking up on something. And very soon, you'll begin to feel that a wave, a cascade, of changes is heading into your life. These aren't random shifts, these are changes that align with your growth and your purpose. So don't worry if right now things seem slow or paused. Don't let that temporary stillness make you doubt your path. I clearly see that what's approaching is a surge of energy, a renewal, and a series of important conversations and interactions. One of those conversations in particular is connected to someone with an Aquarius influence. This could involve signing a deal, making an agreement, or reaching an important decision. And with the Ace of Cups showing up here so strongly, there's also a very real possibility that a romantic connection is about to be reawakened. This could be a twin flame or soulmate dynamic that reignites with intensity and purpose. A bond that once felt dormant or unclear could come back to life, offering emotional renewal and spiritual alignment. Sagittarius, this reading is full of forward motion, revelations, and emotional breakthroughs. Stay open, stay grounded, and trust that everything is beginning to shift in your favor. The universe is aligning to bring you what you've patiently been waiting for. Let's continue to see what else is unfolding in this reading. So now let's clarify what these changes are really about. Sagittarius, your life is about to become much more intense. You also have the Knight of Pentacles, which brings a powerful message. When you desire something big, when you dream of manifesting something extraordinary, the universe takes its time to prepare it. The Knight of Pentacles represents that grand blessing which will arrive perfectly aligned with you, like a ring that fits your finger perfectly. However, in this case, it is essential to be patient and to allow the process to unfold. If we are talking about your twin flame, this card represents someone who truly wants something real with you, but this person doesn't want to rush. We are talking about someone who may enter your life, but they will do so slowly. Since we are in the realm of earth energy, this person might be a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, but honestly, it could be any sign. What matters is that this is someone who wants to build something stable with you and prefers to take things step by step. So if someone in your life isn't showing you everything right away, don't worry, they will gradually reveal more as time goes on. You also have the Three of Cups. This is a card full of reasons to celebrate. Let me say it again, the universe is telling you that you must be patient because what's coming is incredibly significant. Someone is going to invite you to a party, a concert, or maybe even a night out dancing. I feel like these invitations were delayed or stuck, but suddenly things are moving. A Pisces might contact you unexpectedly, or you could run into a Cancer or Scorpio on the street by pure coincidence. This meeting could revive a friendship you haven't had contact with for a very long time. More specifically, I feel someone from your past is thinking about you. If this person's name includes the letter A, N, or M, or if the name Andres or Andrea rings a bell, that's your confirmation. You also have the Two of Pentacles. This tells me you no longer want more of the same. You want change, but once again, I feel that these changes are taking longer than you'd like. The Two of Pentacles can represent frustration. There's something you don't like anymore, something you can no longer tolerate. It might be your job, or in some cases, it could be a person whose presence is draining you. You're starting to break free from this old energy because something greater is trying to enter your life. This card speaks of releasing a bond from the past, but of course, this is not a message urging you to quit your job without a plan. You are being encouraged to explore, to start seeking new opportunities, even while you're still under your current contract or situation. This is a smart transition, not a reckless leap. Take the first steps, but avoid unnecessary risk. You also have the Page of Wands, which brings the energy of movement, inspiration, and motivation. This card often signals a trip or travel to a warm place. It could mean a summer vacation, a beach setting, sunshine, breeze, and ocean. It could also suggest that you'll meet someone new or strengthen a connection with someone, possibly a Sagittarius like yourself or a Leo, during this time away. You also receive the Nine of Cups, which is a beautiful and powerful card. I see you feeling truly happy and in celebration. The Nine of Cups represents emotional fulfillment, the joy of reaching the end of a major cycle. I sense that you may have been saving up a considerable amount of money, and now, you're about to use it for something truly meaningful. This could be a major purchase that benefits not only you but also your family. It might be a house, an apartment, or a car. I see you celebrating, and you are not celebrating alone. There are people by your side supporting you now, and they will be there with you in your moments of triumph. Alright Sagittarius, let's continue with your reading. The Page of Pentacles appears now, and this card brings a very specific kind of energy. It speaks of something or someone that completely captures your attention. This is something that stimulates your senses, something that delights your eyes, your sense of smell, your touch, your entire energy field. Something is about to enter your life that is going to dazzle you in ways you didn't expect. For some of you, this could be a person, someone who simply captivates you with their presence, their energy, their physical appearance, or their aura. You might find yourself unable to look away from this person, as if something about them is magnetic and fascinating. For others, this could be an object, a purchase, or even an experience that delights you on a deep emotional level. Maybe you've been working hard lately, focused on responsibilities, and have forgotten to treat yourself. This card is encouraging you to indulge a little. It's okay to take a bit of your hard-earned money and invest in something that brings you joy. It could be a piece of jewelry, a gift for yourself, something beautiful and meaningful that reminds you of your worth and how far you've come. You also have the Seven of Cups, which interestingly enough, continues this theme of attraction and allure. But in this case, it's about the effect you're going to have on others. I see you dazzling people, turning heads, and standing out in a powerful way. This might be happening in your professional life. You could be preparing to present an idea, lead a project, or showcase something you've been working on for some time. The energy around you is magnetic, and others will notice. I see recognition, applause, and even admiration. You could become the focal point of attention in a meeting, a presentation, or some kind of public event. This could be a turning point in your career, where people finally see the brilliance you've been cultivating quietly for so long. At the same time, the Seven of Cups reminds us of illusions and projections. You may also be silencing doubts, proving people wrong, and surprising those who underestimated you. I see people who didn't support you before being left speechless by your growth and success. Their jaws may metaphorically drop as you rise into your power with grace and confidence. The Ten of Swords is next, and it comes with an important message. This card often shows up when there's something hidden or something painful that you haven't fully processed yet. There may be an emotional wound that still needs healing, or a truth that must be acknowledged before you can fully move forward. It feels like there is an ending you've recently experienced or one that is still unfolding, and this ending may have left a deep scar. You also have the Knight of Cups, which offers a beautiful contrast and a ray of light after the darkness. While the Ten of Swords speaks of pain and betrayal, the the Knight of Cups is about emotional renewal, romantic opportunity, and compassionate understanding. You may be in a place where your heart feels broken or betrayed, where someone damaged your sense of trust, but there is a new person or energy on the horizon who is willing to love you the way you deserve. If your heart is open to it, this person is approaching. They're empathetic, emotionally intelligent, and they won't rush you. They will give you the space to heal, to take your time, and to trust again on your own terms. The Knight of Cups often represents someone who can sense your feelings even without words. They understand you intuitively. This could be a potential twin flame or soulmate connection, someone who aligns with you emotionally and spiritually. They don't force or pressure. Instead, they offer patience, respect, and deep empathy. If you've been waiting for someone who truly sees you, this energy is a clear sign that such a person is near. They may already be around you or soon entering your life, ready to walk with you, not ahead of you. Now you also have the Seven of Swords, which brings our attention to lingering conflict or unresolved emotional tension. One reason you may still be holding back from entering a new relationship or opening your heart again is because there's something, or someone, from the past that continues to affect you. The Seven of Swords can represent someone who wounded you deeply and who still lingers in your energetic field. Perhaps this person has not truly let you go. You may be involved in a situation where there are legal matters, financial ties, or unresolved emotional contracts. Maybe you still depend on this person in some way, or they keep showing up in your life through indirect means. The card suggests that part of your emotional freedom lies in resolving this conflict, especially if it has become a power struggle or a repeated cycle. The reading strongly hints that this situation may not resolve itself through peace alone. If you've tried reasoning with this person and they haven't responded, it might be time to consider legal or formal steps to truly break free. The message here is clear. You are moving toward healing, celebration, and new beginnings. But part of your path requires courage, closure, and practical decisions. You are not alone in this. There are people, energies, and even divine timing working with you. The universe is guiding you to leave behind what no longer serves you, to stand firm in your worth, and to open up to something emotionally fulfilling, deeply respectful, and truly aligned with who you are becoming. Let's continue to explore what more this reading has to reveal. Let's continue your reading, Sagittarius. You have drawn the Temperance card, a powerful message from the universe showing that divine forces are working behind the scenes in your favor. This card represents harmony, inner balance, and above all, sacred timing. Right now, the universe is orchestrating something important for you. It's as if there is spiritual alchemy happening beyond your sight, blending all the right elements to deliver exactly what your soul has been needing. This isn't just coincidence, it's a divine preparation, and although you may not see all the results yet, something truly meaningful is coming your way. Let's take a deeper look at what this blessing might be. You also have the Eight of Swords, a card that speaks directly to your inner dialogue and mindset. It shows that while the universe is ready to offer you a gift, it cannot fully deliver it if you remain mentally trapped in fear, doubt, or limiting beliefs. This card often symbolizes self-imposed restrictions, where the real prison is built from your own thoughts. Perhaps something happened in your past that made you lose hope, trust, or the belief that love or happiness was possible again. Maybe you've convinced yourself that all people are the same, or that you're bound to repeat old mistakes. But the Eight of Swords is not a sentence, it's an invitation. It asks you to take off the blindfold and recognize that your power has never left you. The blessing that is coming may be emotional healing, a renewed sense of faith, or a reminder that what lies ahead is nothing like the past you've been trying to escape. The moment you begin to trust yourself again, to see your own worth and strength, those ropes fall away. What follows is deep liberation, emotional, spiritual, and energetic. It's as if your soul finally breathes freely again and reconnects with a higher purpose. You also have the Tower, and although this card often triggers fear, in your case it brings tremendous transformation. This is a necessary break from the past, not a punishment. I sense that you are being guided to release an old version of yourself, a version built around survival, pain, or outdated beliefs. Perhaps you're finally detaching from a karmic relationship, a limiting identity, or a structure that no longer serves your growth. The Tower clears away illusions. It might be sudden, intense, or even emotional, but what remains after is pure truth. Through this, you rise like the phoenix, reborn from the ashes. You are not the same person anymore. The version of you that emerges from this experience will be stronger, wiser, and freer. You are not breaking down, you are breaking through. Following this intense energy is one of the most beautiful cards in the tarot, the Ten of Cups. This card brings emotional fulfillment, a sense of home, of unity, and of joy. It often represents a happy family, strong emotional bonds, or a deep soul connection that brings peace and happiness. If you have felt alone, abandoned, or unsupported recently, this card promises that things are changing. The universe is preparing someone for you who wants to build something lasting, possibly even a family. Whether you already know this person or are yet to meet them, the energy is clear, your future includes emotional abundance. Even if you have no one right now, the possibility of love, belonging, and stability is being woven into your path. Then comes the Fool, a card of new beginnings, fresh energy, and liberation. This is not a small step forward. This is a leap into a new life chapter. The Fool doesn't carry heavy baggage, neither emotionally nor physically. This card tells you it's time to lighten your load. You may be guided to clean your space, get rid of items you haven't used for months, or clear away things that anchor you to the past. Perhaps it's time to empty out that closet, toss what's under your bed, or donate things that no longer reflect who you are becoming. But more importantly, this also speaks to inner baggage, fears, doubts, past heartbreaks, or beliefs that you're not enough. These thoughts may be weighing you down more than you realize. The Fool invites you to trust, to walk forward even without knowing all the answers, to say yes to life again. This is about choosing the unknown with excitement instead of fear, carrying only what matters in your heart, and trusting that the rest will unfold at the right time. You may soon take a physical journey, maybe even to a place that connects you with your inner child, your dreams, or your future. It could also be a spiritual journey, where you begin to live with more authenticity, more freedom, and more joy. I see souvenirs, memories, and new stories being written. This journey could reconnect you with your purpose, bring healing, or even unite you with someone new who shares your path. Whether it's a solo adventure or one shared with a kindred spirit, what's clear is that your life is entering a phase of movement, transformation, and renewal. The heavy energy is being released. The pain is being transmuted. You are being given the chance to begin again, not as the person you were, but as the person you're meant to become. Alright, let's continue with your reading. You have the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Cups, and these two cards together reveal a very meaningful message about your current emotional and energetic state. The Queen of Cups is a powerful symbol of self-love, emotional maturity, and deep inner sensitivity. This card tells me that you are now entering a stage in which you begin to recognize that your emotions, your happiness, and your heart must be treated as a priority. As soon as you begin to align with that truth, you immediately notice that you've been carrying burdens that were never yours to carry in the first place. Perhaps you have a naturally compassionate and giving heart, and because of that, you've often found yourself taking on the pain, worries, or responsibilities of others. While empathy is a beautiful gift, it can also become a silent weight, slowly exhausting you without you realizing it. You may have been trying to help too much, to solve problems that aren't your responsibility, to be the emotional rock for everyone around you. The Ten of Wands appears here to remind you that this weight is becoming unsustainable. You may be reaching a breaking point where your own needs are buried under the expectations of others. The Queen of Cups urges you to return to yourself, to your emotional center, to protect your heart and your energy from being drained. Recently, you may have been overly exposed to negative influences, including distressing news on the internet, social media, or even from people around you who constantly share fear-based messages. These can weigh heavily on your heart, especially if you're highly empathetic. The energy around you is calling for spiritual cleansing, emotional boundaries, and conscious detachment from sources that disrupt your peace. Protecting your heart doesn't mean isolating yourself. It means filtering what you absorb and honoring your emotional well-being as sacred. Now, moving forward, you have the Eight of Pentacles, which signals a time of deep focus and dedication. This card doesn't carry dramatic symbolism, but its message is essential. If there is something you truly want to build in your life, whether in love, career, personal development, or spiritual growth, this is your moment to commit with discipline and intention. While the universe can surprise you with gifts, the Eight of Pentacles reminds you that real, lasting manifestation requires effort, consistency, and skill. It's about showing up every day for your dream, even in small ways, and letting your progress build over time. Next, the Two of Wands enters your reading, and it speaks of planning, expansion, and preparation. You are standing at a threshold. It's not quite time to leap, but it is time to make decisions, to think about the future, to envision the life you want to create. You might be considering a trip, a move, or a personal transformation. Whether it's a vacation with your special person, a solo journey, or simply an inner desire for change, the energy of movement is already surrounding you. You are beginning to look beyond the limits of your current environment, sensing that there is so much more waiting for you. And to confirm this, you also have the Three of Wands, a card that speaks of exploration, adventure, and the expansion of horizons. This card confirms that a trip is very likely in your near future. I would even suggest beginning the process of preparing your luggage, not just physically but spiritually and mentally. Even if you haven't bought the tickets yet, or don't know exactly when it will happen, you can already begin to visualize. Imagine what you would pack, whether it's a winter destination that requires coats, boots, and scarves, or a tropical beach that calls for swimsuits, sandals, and a large towel for basking in the sun. This ritual of visualization can be a powerful tool for manifestation. When you imagine yourself traveling, when you feel the joy of preparing, you signal to the universe that you're ready to receive the opportunity. This act of spiritual rehearsal aligns your energy with what you want to attract. And now, as your reading comes to a close, it offers a message of gratitude and forward momentum. Thank you for allowing this sacred space to be a part of your journey today. If you resonated with this reading, remember you can support this channel by clicking the like button and subscribing for future messages. If you feel called to go further, you can also join as a member of the Purple Feather Tarot community, where your monthly contribution helps support the growth and continuation of these readings. You can find the join button on the channel's main page and become part of a deeper, more personal journey. For today, we are closing your reading with a final message of hope and encouragement. May your day be filled with clarity, success, blessings, and the uplifting energy you deserve. Never forget that the universe is working behind the scenes, guiding you towards something greater, even if you can't see it just yet. Keep walking your path with trust and self-love, and as always, I'll see you in your next reading.